In the fierce battle, there was nothing but relentless slashing and killing. A brave female general shouted with determination, "As long as my blood hasn't run dry, I will not die, nor will I stop fighting. Soldiers, kill them for me." She charged forward, riding her horse with unwavering courage, but just then, thousands of arrows whistled through the air from behind her. Her soldiers cried out in helpless warning, "General, behind you!" Unfortunately, it was too late. The arrows had already struck. Blood poured out as both she and her horse collapsed, bringing an end to her heroic life. Somewhere, perhaps thousands of years later, a young woman named Shujian was fast asleep, only to be rudely awakened by her younger brother's loud shouting. In the quiet room, a sharp slap echoed. She opened her eyes, confused. "Who just slapped me? Where is this? Am I not dead?" She abruptly sat up, startling her twin brother, Shutang. He glared at her, scolding relentlessly. "Damn it, sis! I had to slap you awake, but do you have to stare at me like that? Are you thinking of killing me or something?" One person attacked, the other defended. Just then, a high-level system suddenly appeared. As she struggled to understand the strange values the damn system was talking about, her brother kept rambling on. "Shujian, are you feverish? Did your brain get fried?" She scoffed. "I was the Empire's greatest female general. What use do I have for this nonsense?" "Damn system, return my combat strength." Her first mission from the system, pat her younger brother's head. Success, charm plus 20. Failure, electric shock punishment. Pat his head, I'd rather behead someone. "Damn system, don't let me hear your voice again." Sensing her resistance, the system immediately activated electric shock punishment and increased the intensity. Seeing his sister convulsing, Shutang panicked. "Sis, are you possessed?" She finally gave in. "Fine, I'll pat your head, okay?" A sharp gaze, a raised leg, a dumbfounded expression. Before he knew it, her delicate foot was resting on his shoulder. "Shujian, are you trying to kill me?" Just as he was about to lose his temper, a warm hand gently ruffled his hair. She forced a smile. "Good boy, be nice, okay?" Her brother turned to stone. Was she possessed? "Mom? Help!" "Mission accomplished. Congratulations, host. Charm plus 20 inches. She glanced at a family photo on the table. There were 4 people, a man, a woman, the brat sitting beside her, and herself. So that's it. She had transmigrated into a girl with the same name and gender as her. The system appeared again, assigning a new mission. Register for the Come Out trainee reality show Become Famous? Take revenge on those who harmed this body. Who was the original Shu Jian? What happened to her? The system switched to memory retrieval mode, causing a sharp pain in her chest. This body had been bullied and beaten, yet had never fought back. Why should I accept that? Shujian's revenge starts now. The female lead for the music video was chosen as her, not me. Clearly, the only person who could collaborate with Bao Huai all the time was me. Shujian, just go die. After Wei Yifan's ear-piercing scream came the sound of this body falling into the lake. After struggling to crawl back up, she developed a persistent high fever. Because of that, the production team decided to replace her as the female lead with Wei Yifan. Taking one step back would mean being pushed back 10, 100 steps, until, in the end, all she could do was cry helplessly. So, the heart-wrenching pain just now was because this body was filled with hatred toward that vile, despicable traitor? Fine. If I have been given this body to live again, then this grudge, I will definitely avenge her. A few days later, Shujian arrived at Nambak Entertainment. Who would have thought that traveling from home to here would take 3 full hours by car? Fortunately, I wasn't late. But wow, this world is really convenient. Not only are there cars, but phones and computers can also do so many things. She nodded in appreciation. Everything here was so advanced. "The competition is about to start. Hurry up, the dressing room is this way." "Is there any makeup artist available? There's still one contestant who hasn't gotten her makeup done." "I'm free, I'll do it. But why is she dressed so casually? And she dares to be late, acting like she's some kind of royalty. Dressed like that, people might mistake her for someone going grocery shopping. She'll probably be eliminated on the first day. People were talking, but she didn't care. As soon as she sat down, the makeup artist immediately started chatting away. "Wow, sis, you're so pretty. Your skin, your hair, oh my gosh." She coldly replied, "You're too dramatic." The makeup artist protested, "Hey, this is called androgynous beauty, okay, sis? By the way, since you're so pretty and have such long hair, how about we curl it into big wavy locks? You'll look gorgeous." Just tie it up, she thought to herself. Leaving her hair down would make it inconvenient for fighting. "Oh, you want a cold badass style? Then I'll do a high ponytail for you." 30 minutes later, Shu Jian stood up with her hair tied high, giving off a sporty and energetic vibe. "Sis, are you ready with your performance outfit? The dressing room is over there." She patted her suitcase and said, "I brought it." Outside, on a grand stage, judges and contestants gathered. This competition was exclusively for trainee students, organized by Nam-Bak Entertainment to scout new talents. The judges were all renowned artists: Tong Lin, vocal instructor Tong Lam, dance instructor Bien Min, acting instructor Supervisor Thien, head supervisor. All the contestants were female, aged 20 or younger. Out of the 100 contestants who made it to the next round, only 7 would be selected to form a girl group called Destiny, also known as Thien Girls. Every performance would be broadcast live to ensure fairness for all contestants. The competition would later be edited into a 12-episode show aired nationwide. The winner of the competition had just appeared. Contestant number 20, Dong Huyin, 18 years old. With just one song, she moved all the judges to tears. This was someone truly talented, a rare, natural voice. The host continued to the next part of the program, the next contestant stepping onto the stage. Would this be an immense pressure? No need to worry about what's coming next. Please welcome contestant number 21 to the stage. Shu Jian confidently walked out, dressed in a bold, strong-styled outfit. Her presence exuded the aura of a female general, and her stunning beauty was further enhanced by the event's visual effects, making her an undeniable focal point. The audience erupted into cheers. "Oh my God, she's so gorgeous, absolutely stunning. Such an extraordinary presence. Is this what they call true charisma?" Even the judges looked slightly surprised. That stance, that outfit, why does it look like she's about to lead a battalion into battle? Judge and instructor Tong Lin began the questioning. "Shu Jian, who chose this outfit for you?" Shu Jian replied coolly, "I chose it myself." Another judge, Tong Lam, followed up. "Why did you decide to participate in this competition?" "I applied to a military academy but failed the entrance exam." The audience was stunned. That was clearly a prepared response, but Shu Jian said it so seriously that it sounded completely believable. Her solemn tone even made 2 of the judges chuckle, while the crowd burst into laughter and cheers. "What's happening here? Is this a talent show or a battle drill? Oh no, why does she have such an unusual style? She looks like a drill instructor. I swear, in all my years of watching talent shows, I've never seen a contestant like this." Shu Jian was utterly confused. She had no idea why the audience was laughing and talking so much. When addressing troops, you have to maintain authority. What's strange about that? Not wanting to waste any more time, the host invited her to begin her performance, but Shu Jian calmly responded with a shocking statement. "I don't know how to sing or dance." The crowd, initially laughing, fell into a stunned silence. "You can't sing? You can't dance? Then why are you even here? Did the organizers set this up as a joke? Is she here just to make us laugh?" Ignoring the murmurs around her, Shu Jian took out a stack of bricks. "Since I can't sing or dance, today I will perform breaking bricks with my bare hands." As soon as she finished speaking, she raised her hand with a serious expression, and with one swift motion split the stack of bricks in half. The audience gasped in shock, then immediately erupted into cheers. "This is the first time I've ever seen something like this." I saw someone in the trainee selection performance using their bare hands to break bricks. I'm dying of laughter. Oh my God. Shu Jian, from now on, I'm officially your biggest fan. Sister Jian, I love you. Ha ha ha, this is my husband right here. Ah! The female lead gently smiled, full of confidence. Not bad. Her fighting spirit has recovered a little, and on top of that, the audience's reaction is extremely enthusiastic. They probably think she looks super cool. The program's head director, Supervisor Tien, then asked the contestant, "Trainee, do you know martial arts?" Shujian confidently confirmed, "Exactly." At that moment, Supervisor Tien had an idea. Singing and dancing were too normal, but someone with this level of entertainment value could attract a large audience. However, if she couldn't sing or dance, they could only place her in the lowest ranking. This put the head director in a tough spot. A judge then chimed in, "Contestant number 21, since this is a singing and dancing competition, shouldn't you also sing a little so we can assess your skills?" Without hesitation, Shujian replied, "Sure." After all, she'd been scrolling through her phone a lot lately and had memorized a few viral TikTok songs with millions of followers. So the female lead started singing while dancing. Back in the day, love was in our arms, forever unchanging. Love will always remain within our reach, always overflowing. But that was all she knew. The judges burst into laughter, practically rolling on the floor. The audience was also laughing hysterically. "Ha ha ha! I can't stand anymore! Ha 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 ha! Where's my jaw? Someone help me, I'm dying from laughter! Oh my god, Jian, Big Sis Jian is my ultimate idol!" The head director was extremely satisfied. She had both entertainment value and natural charm. "This is amazing. We have to find a way to keep her until the end. The audience engagement will definitely skyrocket." Their next goal? The entertainment company would directly sign her and develop her into a full-fledged entertainer. "Thank you for your performance. Now here are your scores." Congratulations, trainee number 21, Shujian. The final score we're giving you is a D. Once again, congratulations. The organizers handed Shujian a D-rank sticker. "This is your ranking. Stick it somewhere visible." Without a second thought, the female lead slapped it right onto her chest. A D-rank trainee advancing to the next round, war goddess Shujian confidently left the stage. The audience was still in chaos, giggling. Why did she stick it on her chest? Every other contestant puts it on their waist. Someone else chimed in, "Who cares where she sticks it? There aren't any rules about it." Jian Hoin, brother Jian, is just too adorable. So serious yet so clueless. I'm obsessed. Meanwhile, rapper Bien Min stepped on stage to inspect the bricks. He picked them up and examined them carefully. They were real bricks. The audience exploded in chatter again. "Huh? Those were real bricks?" The instructor's face turned pale. "Just like a frog's butt now. Oh my. Shujian didn't use any protective gear? What about her hands? Oh no, my idol! I'm obsessed! Jianka, I'm totally rooting for you now. I have to bring my whole family to vote for you." Behind the scenes, as Shujian walked out, some contestants in the back were whispering, envious. How is she only at level D? Why? One person, however, looked at her with admiration. "She's so adorable and funny. How could they not let her through? The cameraman keeps filming her a lot too. At this rate, they must be trying to promote her. Looks like I'll have to ride this wave." The competition continued, and next up was an A-level contestant. It was a rapper named Chu Sa. What an old-fashioned name. At this moment, Wei Yifan, the one who had harmed the original protagonist, was also present, competing. That bitch Shujian couldn't even get an MV, and yet she dares to come here and audition? Does she seriously think she can compete with me? How delusional. The organizers called the next contestant. Wei Yifan confidently stepped out. "I just need to casually sing a song and dance a little, and I'll easily surpass her." Wei Yifan finished her performance, but all she received were disappointed remarks from the judges. "Your vocal range is not wide. Why did you choose such a difficult song? You ran out of breath too much, and you even sang off-key." The critiques struck her like lightning, but she forced herself to remain calm. Judge Tong Lam continued, "If you're not a good singer, you shouldn't have tried to incorporate choreography. If I were to judge your singing alone, you'd get a D, but now it can only be an F." The words shattered her. Judge Bien Min added, "You can't even rap. I honestly don't know what score to give you." Wei Yifan was furious. How dare they judge my talent like this? Her last hope rested on the head judge. Judge Tian looked at her, finding her somewhat familiar. "Have we met somewhere before?" Wei Yifan seized the opportunity. She quickly mentioned that she had starred as the female lead in the late Tian's music video. "You are the CEO of Nambak Entertainment, right? You must have seen that MV before." She was confident that by leveraging Tian's name, the judges would at least give her a C or B. This made Judge Tian hesitate. With singing skills like that, if not for showing respect to Mr. Ko, I'd definitely give her an F. Just as he was about to raise her score, a message notification suddenly popped up on his phone. It seemed like some kind of announcement had been made. Moments later, the head judge announced the final score. Wei Yifan was in shock. "What?" She was so furious she cursed in her head. "Even Shu Jian got a D, why the hell did they give me an F?" According to the competition rules, if a contestant feels that the judge's decision is unfair, they can challenge another contestant with a higher score. Hearing this, Shu Jian immediately seized the opportunity. "I want to battle!" And her target was obvious. Wei Yifan. Wei Yifan simply watched, amused, to see what this brat was up to. Meanwhile, the audience below started shouting, "If you're weak, then just leave. How dare you ride on Tin Haoi's fame? What kind of cheap tricks are you playing?" Ha ha, she just exposed her cards. No one expected Shu Jian to pick Wei Yifan. This was clearly an attempt to bully her. Her popularity was just starting to rise, and now it's about to crash. What a shame. Wei Yifan found Shu Jian's behavior incredibly annoying. Her intentions were too obvious. If this were my past life, I would have already made her eat dirt. The judges turned to Wei Yifan. "Do you accept the challenge?" At that moment, the system suddenly appeared, as if sensing the excitement. Ding, new mission available. Mission, defeat Shu Jian on stage. Reward, depends on how badly the opponent is defeated. Failure penalty, minus 2,000 cash. Hearing this, the protagonist immediately stood up. A little electric shock is nothing, but losing money? How would I earn it back? Shu Jian continued to provoke her, smirking arrogantly. "If you don't accept, just admit defeat. Then the F score will belong to you, and I'll take your D." Wei Yifan was fuming. "I just completed a whole list of missions to earn some money, and now they want to take 2,000 from me? Unacceptable." Her fighting spirit ignited. This time, she had to win. Wei Yifan took off her jacket and stepped onto the stage. The judge asked, "What category will you compete in?" Shu Jian quickly chose her strong suit, dance with slow-tempo music. She smirked, thinking, "This useless thing probably knows nothing about music. This victory is mine." Some judges began to worry. The head judge's favorite contestant was in a tough spot. Shu Jian was confident that her dance skills alone were enough to crush Wei Yifan, a girl who couldn't sing and couldn't dance. As long as she proved her dance skills weren't terrible, she could turn the tables. However, the judges were well aware she lacked true talent but had plenty of schemes. The organizers turned to Wei Yifan. "Shu Jian has chosen slow-tempo dance. Do you have any other preferences? Since you were challenged, you have the right to choose." Wei Yifan calmly replied, "Dance is fine, but I choose fast-tempo music. The faster, the better." Then she turned to the organizers. "Also, please lend me a sword." This completely stunned Shu Jian. The organizers complied and handed over a sword from the props team. The chosen music was Bat Mong Sun, a grand, powerful instrumental piece with a fast and heroic rhythm. Shu Jian cursed internally. "What the hell? This kind of traditional fast-tempo music? I don't know anything about it." She glared at the others. Why didn't they pick the music I wanted? Feeling lost, Shu Jian hesitated for a moment, but forced herself to move forward and improvise a few random modern dance moves. TH is still better than just standing there like Wei Yifan. As the music reached its climax, Wei Yifan drew her sword and began her sword dance. The blade swung through the air, slicing dangerously close to Shu Jian's neck. Though the sword never touched her, the psychological damage was at 100%. Shu Jian was so terrified that she instinctively stepped back. Wei Yifan performed her sword dance flawlessly. In reality, these were the skills she had mastered as a female general in her past life. When she reincarnated into this body, those abilities remained intact. And now, paired with this powerful music, it created a breathtakingly perfect sword dance. The rhythm of the drums, reminiscent of battle cries, triggered memories from the past. The moment she led the Empire's army to ultimate victory, the judges were stunned. They stood up, applauding enthusiastically. The audience erupted into cheers, turning Shu Jian into nothing more than a laughingstock. Absolutely insane. So handsome I could faint. Wait, wasn't she supposed to be a comedic character who can't sing? This isn't just dancing, it's swordsmanship. That sword dance was next level. Wei Yifan, I love you. Hubby, look at me. As Wei Yifan finished her performance, she effortlessly sheathed her sword without a single wasted movement. The crowd chanted her name, their excitement setting the entire stage ablaze. Meanwhile, at the headquarters of Haoi Ba Entertainment, Haoi Ba, the true mastermind behind Haoi Ba Entertainment, the owner of a company that produced countless A-list stars, was watching the live broadcast of Wei Yifan's one-of-a-kind performance. Interesting, very interesting. Just earlier, he had sent a message to remind Supervisor Tian to give a fair judgment, and sure enough, in mere moments, a masterpiece was born. Then, Wei Yifan had the audacity to claim that Shu Jian had no intention of becoming a celebrity and that she wouldn't come back. But in reality, Wei Yifan had been trying to ride the wave of an MV she hadn't even starred in. How cunning! At this moment, Haoi Ba's latest post on Weibo was spreading like wildfire. The scene remained chaotic and exhilarating. On Weibo, discussions exploded. Quick, search Weibo! Haoi Ba suddenly uploaded a new song. Wait, he specifically said there was no MV for sword dance. Then why did Wei Yifan claim she was the female lead of that MV? As soon as Nambak Entertainment officially clarified the situation, the comments section blew up. Haoi Ba's fans raged, mercilessly dragging Wei Yifan. In the end, Shu Jian kept her D ranking, while Wei Yifan remained at the very bottom with an F. Wei Yifan, do you have anything to say? Wei Yifan clenched her fists. She was furious. This wasn't just about losing. It was a direct attack on her pride. The audience's reaction was undeniable. There's nothing left for me to say. That sword move from Shu Jian earlier, it was definitely meant to scare me on purpose. Collapsing like that is basically humiliating myself. Returning to the waiting room, the other contestants kept praising and congratulating her for her performance. So handsome! Right. So manly and cool. That was absolutely stunning. Shu Jian was not only beautiful, but also exuded a strong, masculine charm. She smiled gently and thanked them, making the other contestants even more infatuated. She is way too gorgeous. At that moment, the system panel appeared. System notification host has completed the Slap Wei Yifan mission. Wei Yifan has suffered a crushing defeat. Rewards: acquired dance mastery skill, 10 times cashback on online purchases +2 to charisma value. Wait, I actually got 3 rewards? The benefits were massive. So much money. I didn't expect this mission to satisfy the system so much. This is such a steal. But the biggest reward was the 10x cashback on online shopping. That meant the first thing she needed to do was buy all the items she had her eyes on before. Filled with excitement, Shu Jian hugged her phone, completely oblivious to everything happening around her. I have to buy more expensive things. Even if I go broke, I'll still buy. Even when the camera lenses pointed at her, she didn't care. Then a system reminder popped up. System notification. Host, check the dashboard for new updates. The updated stats appeared. Host, Shu Jian age, 17, beauty, 95, earth-shattering level. Physique, 95, earth-shattering level. Charisma, 95, earth-shattering level. Skill, dance mastery. Wealth, 18,000 yuan. Seeing the numbers, even the protagonist herself was surprised. Not bad, not bad. The previous points she accumulated made her stats look even better, but her ultimate goal was to earn as much money as possible. The more, the better. Escaping poverty was her top priority. In this world, everything was expensive, and this small amount of money was far from enough. Looks like I need to take on more missions. But where would she get more missions? She turned to look at Wei Yifan. Her gaze was like that of someone staring at a walking treasure trove. A brilliant idea formed in her mind. However, revenge on behalf of the original host could wait. This gold mine still had value to be extracted. She should be a little lenient for now. Once she had squeezed out every bit of usefulness, she could crush her later. Seeing Shujian smiling at her, a terrifying, bone-chilling smile, Wei Yifan shuddered in fear. She didn't even dare to look. Why is she looking at me like that? Is she mocking me? Damn you, Shujian. From an outsider's perspective, hey, did you just see that? Shujian smiled at Wei Yifan, and it was such a sweet smile. So envious. But another person scoffed. That Wei Yifan is annoying. She just tried to screw over my idol. Why is Shujian even smiling at her? Someone else suddenly shouted, "No way! I have to protect my husband. You'll keep getting bullied like this." One of the organizers came to remind Shujian that she needed to hand over her phone. It was the rule. But she was too engrossed in online shopping to let go of it. The organizer had no choice but to explain further. Everyone else has already turned theirs in. You arrived late, so we didn't get a chance to inform you of the rules. Phones and other prohibited items must all be handed over. Other contestants also tried to persuade Shujian. It's no big deal. You'll get it back after the competition. The cameras were live streaming everything, and everyone could see what was happening. It could affect her future career. In the end, Shujian had no choice but to reluctantly hand over her phone. Seizing the opportunity, Wei Yifan mocked her. Daring to use your phone right in front of the cameras? Did you sneak in through the back door or something? I really don't understand why the judges favor you so much. It's best to stay away from bad luck like this. The other contestants started whispering among themselves and distanced themselves from Wei Yifan instead. Finally, the 100th contestant finished their performance. The organizers announced that all 100 trainees had completed the preliminary round. The entertainment company staff began assigning dormitories according to rank. The cameras continued following the trainees closely. After all, this was a live show. Shujian, still dressed in her bold outfit, carried her suitcase toward the dormitory area. The crowd behind her surged forward. Move aside! I want to room with my husband. No way! Shujian is my husband. I'm the one who deserves to share a room with her. You witches, stop pushing me! The trainees all scrambled to be near Shujian, making it impossible for the camera crew to squeeze through. By now, Shujian was exhausted from dealing with the crowd. She quickly slipped away and found a random room in the D-level dormitory to hide in, hoping the chaos would die down. As soon as the crowd lost sight of her, they erupted into a frenzy. Where did my hubby go? My idol ran away. Where's the famous trainee? Even the cameras lost track of her. Meanwhile, Shujian had finally found peace inside a random dorm room. Phew, finally got rid of them. So exhausting. Suddenly, a loud voice rang out. Ah! A girl in an orange shirt came flying toward her, throwing her arms around Shujian. Hubby, it's really you! Seeing you up close, you're even more handsome. Hubby, I love you! Shujian was completely drained. Why does every girl in this world keep calling me hubby? She tried to pull away, but the girl's hug was way too strong. Hey, let go first! The girl still wasn't satisfied. Hoo, my hubby hasn't even hugged me yet. Just then, 2 more girls entered the scene. They were her roommates. Everyone, let's introduce ourselves a little. I'm Din Kin. I really loved your sword dance performance. And I'm Tong Loi. I was sitting near you during the preliminary round. The two girls exchanged secret glances. Seriously, even introductions had hidden signals? It was clear they were excited to be in the same room as their idol, probably hoping to get more camera time because of her. Zhujian introduced herself as well, but the girl in the orange shirt was only focused on her idol. "My hubby's name is Sister Yen." Suddenly, there was a knock on the door. "I'm a staff member from the program. Is contestant Zhujian in this room?" When they opened the door, a camera lens was immediately pointed straight at Zhujian's face. "Sorry for coming late today. There's something we haven't told you yet. Please come outside so we can discuss it." Her phone was returned to her, and the staff member continued, "You need to log into your personal Weibo account on this device. That way, the program can make official announcements through your account. We will also verify your identity with an official badge." Meanwhile, the cameraman was meticulously adjusting every angle. The director and assistant director had given strict orders to capture every frame perfectly. This person might be the one carrying the entire show's screen time. Even though she seemed like an ordinary contestant, every single shot of Zhujian was being recorded in full detail. As the live broadcast aired on Weibo, the online community exploded with reactions. "That expression is too cute. Her real face is so captivating. Her style is incredibly attractive. She's both adorable and cool at the same time." As soon as the segment ended, Zhujian was holding her phone, recording something, when suddenly a staff member snatched it away and left as if nothing had happened. Her phone was confiscated. Her face fell into utter disappointment. But that expression was also caught on camera. The online audience flooded the comments section. "Ha ha ha ha, look at her eyes. She looks like she just lost her ration card. Our Zhujian looks so pitiful. Hey, program crew, give her phone back. LOL, this expression is gold. I'm dying of laughter. All right, sisters, let's all follow her Weibo. Yeah, I'm following her too." Meanwhile, two staff members from the production team were grinning. "With Zhujian's reaction just now, I bet the internet is going wild." "For sure, we need to film her even more, especially from early morning. This is a 24-hour live recording after all." Just then, a sudden notification popped up on Weibo, making one of the staff members exclaim in shock. "Oh my god, look! Boss Howie just updated his Weibo a few minutes ago." The comment section was about to explode. The post read, "Zhujian's bare-handed brick-breaking and sword dance were not bad. I'll consider her for the female lead in my upcoming MV." No one expected a mere trainee to catch the attention of Boss Howie himself. Could it be, "Looks like she's destined to be a hot topic again"? The next morning, in the D-rank training room, cameras were already rolling automatically, capturing everything in real time. Huh? The live stream is already online? Why is nobody here? It's only 6 a.m. anyway. Suddenly, the camera showed someone walking in. "Oh my god, who's up this early?" As soon as Zhujian appeared on screen, the live chat exploded. "Wait, Zhujian? It's only 6 a.m. and she's already here. Damn, this girl is hardworking. I never would have expected it." Back in the training room, Zhujian was thinking to herself, "This dorm feels like a freaking beehive. Good thing I have a sharp memory, otherwise I'd be completely lost." At exactly 6 a.m., she started doing push-ups. One-handed push-ups, to be exact. She alternated between her left and right arm, 100 reps on each side just as a warm-up. The live chat went crazy again. WTF? She's doing push-ups? And she's so fast. I thought she came here to practice dancing or singing, but nope, she's out here doing one-handed push-ups? My brain is malfunctioning. Her movements were strong and swift. In the blink of an eye, she had already switched to another exercise. What kind of monstrous stamina is this? Zhuka is a total beast. At 6:30 a.m., she moved on to squats. At 7 a.m., she switched to core and leg exercises. At 7:30 a.m., she was still going, stretching her muscles for recovery. Even then, Zhujian felt like the intensity wasn't enough. This D-rank training room doesn't even have proper equipment or a track to run on. Guess I'll just have to stick with these exercises to build my endurance. After finishing her basic warm-up routine, she decided to step it up a notch by doing push-ups with just one finger. The camera captured everything in full detail. The chat exploded once again. Holy shit, she's doing one-finger push-ups? Guys, look, one-finger push-ups. Shujian is on another level. My mom just walked in and asked why I was kneeling in front of my screen watching this live stream. My brain has officially stopped functioning. How is this even possible? Someone in the chat suddenly remembered, wait a minute, didn't she mention before that she was training for the military academy entrance exam? Is this the kind of insane stamina you need for that? Another viewer added, bro, I'm a military school student myself and even I can't do this. Even though I have great physical strength, I'm sure I wouldn't be able to do that. My hubby is a soldier. I just asked him if he could do that, and he said no. Oh my God, look at every curve of her muscles. I'm obsessed. Her beauty is so delicate yet powerful. How is it possible for such slender arms to perform a move like this? She's been holding this position for half an hour now. Doesn't she feel tired? Just watching her makes me exhausted. My hubby is so strong. In this lifetime, I'm totally devoted to her. You all better not try to steal my wife. If I'm watching this, then my friends must watch too. Shujian is on fire right now. The notifications are going crazy. Shujian, I've loved you for 8,000 years already. Give this queen a big round of applause. At Haoibai's residence, he was also watching Shujian's training session intently. This girl had been training since 6 a.m., and now it was already 8:30 a.m. She can do one-finger push-ups? Haoibai, impressed, slapped his chair. It was totally worth posting about her on Weibo yesterday. She's definitely the right choice. This girl is fascinating. After hours of warm-ups, she finished off with a one-finger push-up handstand. At this moment, Shujian was feeling a bit hot. She grabbed a towel to wipe her sweat and walked away. Meanwhile, the comments on the live stream kept pouring in. Most of them were full of admiration. Nam Ka left already? No, don't go. She's been practicing for over 2 hours straight without taking a break. Hubby, don't leave. Aren't you guys supposed to be getting up for school? I just want to watch a pretty girl. Haoiba was also watching the live stream, his eyes glued to Shujian. Only after it ended did he smirk to himself, secretly impressed. Well, I guess I'm not that much worse than her. At that moment, the live stream was still running when suddenly Wei Yifan appeared in the practice room. The moment she arrived, she made sure to stick her face right into the camera. It's 8:40 already? Wow, I can't believe I'm the first one here. The early bird gets the worm. Everyone please vote for me, Wei Yifan. Hearing that, Haoiba got goosebumps and immediately tossed his phone away in disgust. Ugh, that was nauseating. After a moment of deep thought, he took off his shirt, revealing his well-defined abs. After watching that live stream, I just realized, in this entire entertainment company, aside from me, I don't think there's anyone else who can pull off such a difficult move. With that, he effortlessly performed a one-finger push-up, just like Shujian had done before. It was an extremely difficult move, something an average person wouldn't be able to do. That Shujian? She's no ordinary girl. Just then, his phone rang. It was a call from the company. Haoiba? The company wants to sign Shujian right away. What do you think? Without hesitation, Haoiba immediately agreed. Meanwhile, in the company's high-level conference room, an urgent meeting was underway. The executives, who had been quietly observing from behind the scenes, had joined online. They had all come to a unanimous decision. We must seize this opportunity and sign Shujian immediately. They had also received information that rival entertainment companies like Trandong and Tianheng were already planning to steal her away. As the discussion continued, they wanted to confirm the contract details with Haoiba. But on the other end of the call, he simply replied with one sentence, "Make it a 70-30 split." This shocked the company. A newcomer getting such favorable treatment already? But after thinking about it, they figured that since the order came from the boss himself, he must have his reasons. So they continued the discussion. Before they could say anything more, the call had already ended. Did Haoiba have something urgent to do? Little did they know, Haoiba had hung up just to reopen the live stream and watch the drama unfold. All right, the next live is about to start. So he was the one secretly watching Shujian's every move all along. Back in the Level D practice room, Shujian had just stepped out of the shower, her body and hair still dripping wet. She felt annoyed that her long hair took forever to dry. Should I just chop it all off with one cut? But seeing her fresh out of the shower with no makeup or filters left the other Level D trainees completely stunned. Wait, she's on live right now. That's her bare face? Calm down, calm down. We're on live. Stay composed. I woke up early to do my makeup and create a standout look, but in the end, I still can't compare to her bare face. Another trainee spoke up. It seemed like this person wasn't very friendly. Shujian, why are you just arriving now? It's already 9:20 a.m. Everyone has been warming up for 20 minutes. The person speaking was Din Kin, another D-class trainee. However, after making that comment, she immediately switched to acting all friendly. I was waiting for you so we could practice together. She knew full well that the cameras were rolling and was clearly trying to step on others to make herself stand out. But Shujian simply coldly dodged to the side, leaving Din Kin awkwardly standing there. Although she was a bit annoyed, she had to hold it in since the broadcast was live. Seeing that she was being ignored, she quickly changed the subject. Who's our instructor today? What are we practicing? Deep inside, she was smirking. The audience on the live stream was watching. If the instructor showed up 20 minutes late on the very first day of training, it would delay everyone's progress. This was going to be a fun drama to watch. Meanwhile, Sister Yen, Shujian's roommate, had witnessed everything and was furious. Their other two roommates also started whispering with the other trainees. When we woke up, Shujian was already gone. That Din Kin girl is acting all fake and manipulative, making it seem like Shujian is the problem. Sister Yen spoke up. Din Kin, what are you saying? But before she could finish, today's instructor finally arrived. It was Miss Coach, the dance coach for Class D. From now on, I'll be in charge of your dance training. Nice to meet you all. Good morning, Miss Coach, the whole class greeted. However, Shujian stood there frozen. Oh no! Am I the only one who doesn't know any of the famous people in this company? Miss Coach cheerfully continued. All right, time to warm up. Let's begin. But Din Kin just couldn't keep her mouth shut. She turned to Miss Coach, still trying to stir things up. Miss Coach, Shujian just arrived, so she hasn't warmed up yet. If we start right away, I'm afraid she might get injured from using too much force. But making everyone wait just for one person isn't fair either. How about I stay with her and help her warm up for a bit? We might be a little behind, but we'll catch up soon. Shujian actually believed this girl was being kind. She's really waiting for me? Meanwhile, on the live stream, the online audience had already started reacting. Cursing already? Is Din Kin playing dirty tricks now? Shujian was already there at 6 a.m. What's this nonsense about warming up? Are you trying to make the viewers misunderstand something? She's literally doing one-arm push-ups over there. Has anyone else even done that yet? And you're still talking about warming up? Wait, one-arm push-ups? Are you guys messing with me? Did this person just wake up, go watch the live stream replay? Meanwhile, Din Kin, shameless as ever, kept pretending like nothing happened. Ugh, I'm so mad. And who the hell dares to talk bad about my husband? Some viewers in the live stream chat were still defending her. You guys are overreacting. Din Kin is cute. She just didn't know the full story. What's this green tea nonsense? She's not a camera. How is she supposed to know what's going on with other people? Let's just wait and see how Shujian responds. Back in the practice room, Din Kin still wouldn't let go of the spotlight. It's fine, Shujian. Let's warm up together. Shujian, clearly annoyed, coldly glanced at her before responding with a single sentence. You talk too much. A short, simple reply, but it absolutely crushed Din Kin. The livestream exploded with comments. That was a brutal finisher move. I really thought Zhuka was going to be taken down, but nope, she's ice cold against this ultimate green tea. Respect. She stayed completely calm while dealing with this snake. She talks too much. She talks too much. LOL, I accidentally spit my drink all over my screen. Who's going to pay for my phone? The practice room descended into chaos. Sensing the tension, Miss Coach quickly stepped in. "All right, that's enough. Quiet down. Next, you'll all be watching a stage performance video." Meanwhile, Din Kin, having been completely ignored, was fuming inside. This little bitch! She dared to act all high and mighty in front of the audience? Just wait. Once the instructor and viewers turn against her, she's done for. After the sample performance video ended, Miss Coach announced, "Now, each of you will go on stage and perform the routine." The entire group was stunned. What? We're expected to perform after watching it just once? That's impossible. But Din Kin confidently stepped forward. "I remember a little bit." It was clear she was determined to shine today. Miss Coach, expressionless, responded, "Then just perform whatever you remember, Din Kin." "You'll go first." Din Kin's mind raced. Going first is an advantage. If I can perfectly replicate the first 10 seconds, the livestream audience will definitely be impressed. She turned toward Shujian with a sly smile. "Shujian, just obediently be my stepping stone." Then she confidently took the stage, flawlessly performing the first 10 seconds of the dance. Her movements were sharp and precise, making the trainees watching below whisper in amazement. Damn, how did she memorize the moves after watching it just once? Even if it's only the first 10 seconds, she's really good. As expected from a trainee from Huavan Entertainment, a big entertainment company really does produce a different level of talent. Din Kin performed her routine. However, after just 10 seconds, she couldn't complete the rest of the moves. Still, she thought she had done perfectly. She turned to the instructor, waiting for some praise, but Miss Coach simply gave a short and blunt remark. "You don't remember the rest of the choreography? Then step down. Next!" This shocked Din Kin. What? She didn't even give me a single compliment? Meanwhile, Shujian was standing quietly, lost in thought, as if she was recalling the dance moves. Seeing this, Din Kin smirked. She quickly came up with a new scheme and struck. She stepped forward and shouted loudly, "What? Shujian, you're saying you want to go up on stage right now?" Then, without hesitation, she suddenly pushed Shujian hard toward the practice floor, clearly hoping to make her fall and embarrass herself on the livestream. But instead of tumbling over, Shujian stood her ground, completely steady. Din Kin couldn't believe it. "I pushed her with all my strength. What the hell? Are her feet made of bricks or what? Why didn't she fall?" Miss Coach remained unfazed and continued giving instructions. "You all down there, don't just stand around. Memorize the moves properly. Every single one of you will have to perform. I won't let anyone skip." Meanwhile, on the live stream, the audience had seen everything. The comment section exploded. "Am I blind? Or is Din Kin deaf?" Shujian never even said that. She was literally just standing there, not moving her mouth at all. Holy shit! Did you guys see that? Din Kin is a super manipulative snake. Damn, I was defending Din Kin earlier, but now it's crystal clear. She's pure evil. First we had Wei Yifan, and now we've got Din Kin. Shujian just keeps attracting these fake-ass people. LMAO, fans of Shujian, get ready to fight. Run, Shujian! Don't look back. Violence won't solve the green tea menace. Just escape while you can. But Shujian was already prepared. With a confident expression, she stepped forward and flawlessly recreated the dance moves she had just seen. Her movements were unexpectedly precise. Just now, I was a little dazed because I suddenly realized I could actually understand these dance moves even though I'd never seen them before. It must be thanks to my dance proficiency skill. Right now, these moves feel as easy as solving 1 + 1. Forget 3 minutes. Even if I had just 30 seconds, as long as I watched once, I could replicate the dance perfectly. Seeing Shujian perform the routine with absolute confidence and precision, Miss Coach was beyond excited. She never expected this trainee to be this outstanding. The trainees below were in shock. "Oh my God! Shujian is insane! This is literally perfection!" Her movements and expressions, she memorized them all. How is this even possible? Is she really in Class D like us? This infuriated Din Kin beyond belief. No way! Wasn't she clueless on stage yesterday? Was she just pretending? Meanwhile, on the live stream, the comments section exploded. Holy crap! Are we witnessing a god right now? Who said Juka can't dance? Come out and explain yourself. Am I hallucinating? Was that just the preliminary round? What kind of plot twist is this? These moves are so professional. If she can sing too, she's perfect. This girl is a genius. No other explanation. A golden girl in the dance world. Zhu Jian is chosen by the heavens. Xu Jian flawlessly completed the routine, every move, every expression, impeccable. The audience burst into applause and cheers. Ah, my hubby is too cool. I'm gonna die from how amazing she is. Meanwhile, Din Qin was seething with jealousy. How did she memorize the entire routine in just one try? And not only that, she performed it perfectly. Doesn't that make my performance look like a complete joke? Miss Coach walked over, impressed. Xu Jian, have you learned to dance before? Xu Jian casually replied, No, but I've learned martial arts. Miss Coach smiled knowingly. I've seen your sword dance video before. Dancing and martial arts actually share a lot of similarities. If you have a strong martial arts foundation, picking up dance will naturally be much easier. She placed a hand on Xu Jian's shoulder, praising her. With your current skills, I feel like you could already be a teacher. I don't know much about martial arts, but I'd bet you're at grandmaster level. Receiving such high praise from her instructor, Xu Jian felt incredibly proud. Well, I was a female general in the empire after all, she thought smugly. Miss Coach truly had an eye for talent. Then Miss Coach suggested, You should go train with Class A. I'll request it right now. If you stay here, you'll only be held back. Xu Jian happily agreed. After all, there weren't enough proper training facilities here anyway. The trainees below erupted in shock. On the first day she already skipped levels? Straight to Class A? Xu Jian is showing off too much. But still, she's too good, too good. At that moment, Din Qin was practically boiling with rage in the background. The hatred in her heart had reached its peak, and she suddenly shouted out loud, Excuse me, teacher? Everyone turned to look at her in surprise. What is she trying to do? Din Qin finally revealed her true colors. Although she dances well, what about her singing? The audience and others might have concerns about that, don't you think? The other trainees in the room sighed in frustration. Wow, what a next-level green tea move. She doesn't have the guts to criticize Xu Jian directly, so she's pretending to be speaking on behalf of the audience. How shameless. Miss Coach had already seen through Din Qin's act. She gave her a cold glance and cut straight to the point. Focus on improving your own dancing, and mind your own business. Din Qin was stunned, standing there dumbfounded. Wait, is she saying I'm meddling in things that don't concern me? But since she had already started acting, she had to commit to the role. I was just worried about Xu Jian, that's all. Miss Coach simply ignored her. Meanwhile, the live chat was blowing up. Does this girl even realize that her mask has completely fallen off? Ugh, I'm gonna puke. Stop pretending to be such a good sister. You're so fake. Xu Jian isn't even close to her, and now she's trying to manipulate the instructor? GTFO. Xu Jian, just moved to Class A already. I don't even want to watch this broadcast anymore. I came here to see stage performances, not some palace drama. Miss Coach turned to Xu Jian and urged her to leave. Xu Jian, let's go. Meanwhile, Din Qin was still acting pitiful, hoping for sympathy from the audience. But as Xu Jian was about to leave, she turned back to look at Din Qin, flashed a friendly smile, and casually dropped a short yet lethal remark. You sure talk a lot. Then she simply walked away. Din Qin was so furious she almost passed out. That one sentence hit her like a critical strike, damage level 1000%. The livestream chat exploded with laughter, spamming her words over and over. Ha ha ha! Look at her, she's about to cough up blood. My goddess Xu is so cool and beautiful. Din Qin's entire character arc is ruined. She completely self-destructed. Did she really not consider her own level before acting all fake? Moral of the story, talk less. LOL, she really does talk too much. Din Qin stormed off in anger. After this episode aired, who knows what would happen to her reputation? She had nothing left to lose. In Class A's training room, excellent coach Lady felt very satisfied. This girl isn't just talented, she's also very straightforward. She actually dared to call out Din Kin for being so annoying during a live broadcast? Interesting. Meanwhile, Shujian was just irritated. That Din Kin talks way too much. Ever since I got back to the training room, she's been yapping nonstop. If this world wasn't so civilized, if killing people wasn't illegal, I would have shut her up ages ago. Sensing the murderous intent, the system immediately popped up with a warning. Host, you are not allowed to kill people. Shujian snapped out of her thoughts, looking dazed. Excellent coach Lady quickly encouraged her. Are you feeling nervous? Don't worry, just keep working hard. You've already made it to Class A. Shujian was shocked. Wait, what? What's going on? When they arrived at Class A's training room, they were greeted by instructor Tong Lam, who was in charge of dance training. She immediately recognized Shujian. Oh? The girl who performed the sword dance the other day? Excellent coach Lady grinned. I'm here to give you an incredible talent, a super rare seedling. This girl is amazing. The Class A trainees were stunned. Look, it's her, the one who broke a brick with her bare hands. Oh my God, she actually knows martial arts. Her sword dance was insane. Hey, stop calling her that girl. Her name is Shujian. After a quick exchange between the two instructors, it was decided Shujian would be training in Class A. Instructor Tong Lam reassured excellent coach Lady, leave her with me, I'll make sure she gets proper training. She then turned to the class. Everyone, this is Shujian. She'll be training with us for the next few days. The Class A trainees cheered in excitement and quickly gathered around her. Stay with us for a few more days, please. You know martial arts, right? Can you do flips? Yeah, show us something cool. Seeing the class getting too rowdy, instructor Tong Lam clapped her hands. All right, quiet down. But before anyone could react, Shujian suddenly stepped forward. With just a small jump, she executed a perfect backflip, landing flawlessly. Then, in the most deadpan voice, she simply said, Yeah, I can. The 7 Class A trainees erupted in excitement. Teach me. I'm signing up first. No, me first. Please teach me. Meanwhile, the viewers from the Class D livestream had flocked over to the Class A livestream, spamming comments. Ha 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 ha, our Shuka didn't say a word, she just did a whole backflip on the spot. She really hit them with a backflip first and then casually said, I can, iconic. No expression, just flips. Ha ha ha, she's amazing. I'm crying, she didn't even bother explaining, just straight up flipped. Class A's atmosphere is so much better than Class D's. Shujian, you have to stay in Class A. Meanwhile, the Class A livestream continued broadcasting. That Class D group is so chaotic. Why are they screaming over my girl? The girl next to me suddenly seemed confused. Wait, who's chasing after who now? It doesn't really feel like it's me. The way they were looking at each other. Intense. Shujian glanced at Chusa, the insanely good rapper from the preliminary round. Chusa instantly turned red and quickly looked away, but of course nothing escapes the eyes of the internet detectives. Did you guys see that? We saw it. Chusa and Shujian were totally staring at each other. The strongest rapper and the fiercest girl are connecting. Wait, did I just discover something I shouldn't have? Why is Chusa avoiding eye contact, and why is her face red? Chusa x Shujian, what is this ship I just stumbled upon? Chiu say, stop, where are you running off to? We're in the middle of shipping you two. Back in the training room, instructor Tong Lam clapped her hands to gather everyone's attention. All right, enough messing around. Training time. Time doesn't wait for anyone, so don't be lazy. Dong Huyan, come here and continue learning. Everyone else, start practicing. Among them, one completely clueless trainee was still stuck on the very first move. Meanwhile, Shujian was already getting into the rhythm, fully focused. From behind, Chusa kept sneaking glances at her. Shujian felt it and suddenly turned around, but Chusa immediately looked away, flustered, suspicious, very suspicious. Shujian couldn't help but wonder, what is this girl's deal? Instructor Tonglam suddenly looked excited. Chusa, Shujian, you two can move on to choreography modification. Add some of your own creative ideas to the routine. After adjusting the moves, perform it for me. For Instructor Tong Lam, a successful idol needed more than just singing and dancing. They also had to be creative and able to modify choreography. And now the two most talented ones were standing together. The entire class erupted into cheers. Wow, I'm so jealous! Those two really are the best dancers here. I still haven't even memorized all the steps yet. Their progress is insane. Even though Shujian had just moved up from Class D, she was already outperforming the others. And Chusa? There was nothing more to say. She was on another level. Even the instructors had called her the most powerful all-rounder rookie, not to mention, she was an amazing rapper. Shujian hesitated for a moment. The system only gave me dancing skills, but I don't have choreography modification abilities yet. At that moment, Chusa handed her a bottle of water. Want to work together? Chusa extended the bottle toward Shujian. Activate mission. Choreography collaboration with Chusa. Reward. Based on the final dance performance's completion level. Failure. All account balance will be deducted. Shujian immediately exploded with anger inside. Damn system, you want to deduct my money again? No way! Seeing Shujian suddenly perform a series of strange movements, Chusa, standing beside her, also looked utterly confused. But in the end, he had to endure it for the sake of his account balance. Noticing this, Chusa casually handed her a bottle of water. Shujian cheerfully took it. All right, let's collaborate. Netizens watching the live stream. Huh, what on earth is Shujian doing? She just went into a rage, and now she's suddenly acting like a sweet little girl. Does she even remember that she's being live-streamed right now? Look at Chusa. His reaction is completely frozen because of Shujian. Chusa quickly regained his professional composure. Have you ever learned dance before? Have you studied choreography? Shujian shook her head vigorously. Never. However, she had the ability to copy movements perfectly. As long as she had seen a move before, she could replicate it without missing a single step. As for actually understanding or creating choreography, not so sure. Chusa reassured her. No worries, you already have a martial arts foundation. Regular dance moves won't be a problem for you at all. Shujian nodded eagerly. In her mind, in this civilized world, I can't just use brute force for everything. I'll have to stick with the experts. Whatever the expert says must be the truth. Chusa began introducing hip-hop basics. Here are the fundamental and advanced movements. The rest depends on whether you can keep up. Shujian was completely excited. An expert's words are law. Let's go. The two started training together. Chusa demonstrated a difficult move. Shujian instantly copied it exactly without missing a single detail. Chusa increased the difficulty. Shujian followed flawlessly, moving like a professional dancer. The internet exploded. XUCA is obediently learning. Oh my god, so serious. This is what we call a good student. The fierce girl I just saw suddenly turned into an obedient little baby? Lock in the CP Shujian for me. Chusa and Shujian are such a perfect duo. Wait, everyone's busy shipping them, but am I the only one noticing how incredibly talented Shujian is? She really never learned dance before? No way, that's impossible. Even Haoiba, who's watching the live, is impressed. The live stream continued. Really? She said she had never learned to dance, yet she could perform every move. Interesting. However, the comments on the screen kept spamming about CP. What does foolish male mean? How do they even match? Seeing the boss waiting for a long time, a staff member approached. Boss, the audio is still being adjusted. It will take a little longer. Please have some water first. Just get it done quickly. The staff member noticed Haoiba watching Shujian's live stream and was surprised. Wow, you're watching the live broadcast too? Do you know Shujian? She's the one who got promoted from Class D. The staff continued praising Shujian enthusiastically. She really looks like a die-hard fan, someone commented. Many people initially thought she was just a humorous beauty. No one expected that she could perform sword dancing so excellently and impressively. In just a blink of an eye, my perspective on her has changed. It's a pity I can't watch the whole broadcast. I'll have to wait for the clips from the official channel or fan recordings. A grumpy voice called from a distance. Hey you! Are you slacking off? Hurry up and bring the stuff over. Come here, come here. Howie Ba was amused. It seems like she has quite a lot of admirers. At that moment, after dancing for a while, Chu Sa was exhausted. Take a break first. Analyze the next move for me. Originally, Chu Sa just wanted to hear Shu Jian speak so she could rest. Unexpectedly, Shu Jian was still full of energy. No need, let me try it right away. She then performed a flawless horse kick move, followed by a series of difficult maneuvers, sending the online audience into a frenzy. Online reactions, oh my god, Shu Jian is amazing. No words needed, just watching is enough. Can any expert explain to me what this move is? My 3 years of hip-hop practice have gone to waste. So this is the true skill of a military academy candidate? I'm really looking forward to their performance together. At this rate, Shu Jian must have met the Grand Marshal already. Her dance skills had clearly reached a professional level, progressing significantly. After finishing her self-choreographed performance, Shu Jian wiped off her sweat, coldly tied up her hair, radiating the aura of an ice-cold goddess. Howie Ba, still watching the live stream, was utterly amazed. She even learned the Thomas maneuver? Having seen enough, he turned off his phone. It seems like we've settled on the female lead. I'll have to push the team to speed up the contract negotiations. A golden goose like this, Shu Jian must sign with Nambak. At noon, Chu Sa was still full of energy. He had just thought of a new move and wanted to pull Shu Jian over to try it. However, Shu Jian suddenly froze in place. Chu Sa was taken aback and then realized the girl's stomach was growling miserably. Oh no! With a desperate look in her eyes, Shu Jian clutched her stomach. I'm starving, hungry. Have we eaten yet? Can we eat now? At that moment, the instructor finally announced, All right, morning practice ends here. Go eat lunch. The whole class cheered and bid farewell to the coach. As soon as Shu Jian heard the word break, she bolted off at lightning speed, not even bothering to say goodbye. The online audience burst into laughter. Her stomach growled so loudly. Ha ha ha. Even Beijing could hear it. How could they let that child go so hungry that she became dumbfounded? Look at the other trainees. They all say thank you before leaving, but my Shu only wants to eat first. She's just like me when the school bell rings, dashing out immediately. She ran so fast she left an afterimage. I'm laughing to death. Ha, Shu Jian truly doesn't care about her image at all. During a live broadcast, yet she's so focused on eating. If someone isn't enthusiastic about food, there must be something wrong with their mindset. She didn't even say goodbye before running out to eat. Ha ha ha. Hungry, hungry, rice, rice. Ha ha ha. In Class A, Dong Huyan seemed very interested in Chu Sa. How do you feel Shu Jian's dancing skills compare to yours? Chu Sa answered honestly. She's better than me. This made Dong Huyan even more excited. Really? Even better than you? But I thought she didn't know choreography? She just doesn't know how to choreograph. Other than that, her moves are all excellent, better than mine. Plus her rhythm sense is unmatched. As long as she can sing without going off key, she's guaranteed a debut spot. Chu Sa got even more hyped. Who knows, maybe she'll debut as the center. At the cafeteria, most of the female trainees were only eating vegetables, trying to maintain their figures. Suddenly, someone noticed a certain person eating nothing but meat, devouring it like crazy. The other girls were shocked. Oh my God, am I seeing this right? The kitchen staff were extremely pleased. Finally, someone who actually eats properly. These girls barely eat anything, like little kittens. The person earning everyone's admiration was none other than Shu Jian. Her plate was stacked high with calorie-heavy dishes, and she was eating with such gusto that the plates piled up beside her. The other trainees, watching her eat, were nearly in tears. Hick, hick. The food in my hands doesn't taste good anymore. Is she here for training or just for the food? How can she eat so much? Does she not care about keeping her figure? One trainee muttered in admiration. "How can she eat so much and still have such a great body?" A voice suddenly spoke up next to Shujian. "Can we eat together?" It was Dong Huyen from Class A. Shujian, however, didn't even pause her eating. Dong Huyen was completely taken aback. "She's not stopping at all?" She hesitated before asking, "Aren't you afraid of gaining weight?" Shujian, still focused on her food, glanced at Dong Huyen with a confused expression and replied nonchalantly, "Huh?" I was actually planning to order 2 more servings, but that stupid system stopped me. It was worried I'd get a stomachache. Seeing Shujian's blank expression, Dong Huyen got flustered. Never mind. Keep eating. I'll just sit here and breathe air. And still get fat." The other trainees were shocked to see Dong Huyen sitting with Shujian. Why is Dong Huyen sitting with Shujian? Isn't she always with Chusa? Ordinary trainees wouldn't dare hang out with someone from Hoa Von Entertainment. After all, trainees from Hoa Von Entertainment usually only ate and talked amongst themselves. Even though she was focused on eating, Shujian was still fully aware of everything happening around her. The people whispering nearby could hear everything, and they could also sense Chusa's growing hostility. But deep inside, Chusa had a simple thought. Why are they gossiping so much? And why are they all staring at me instead of eating? It's making me so uncomfortable. But now that she was full, she was starting to feel a little sleepy. She turned to Dong Huyen. "I'm done eating, I'm heading back." Dong Huyen immediately wanted to follow. "Are you going back to practice dancing? I'll come with you." But Shujian just replied bluntly, "I'm going back for a nap." Lunchtime was only 2 hours. She couldn't afford to waste it. And so, Shujian went straight back to sleep, her mind already thinking about what she'd eat for the next meal. Dong Huyen trailed behind her. On the other side, Chusa was feeling annoyed. If I hadn't been reminded that I should eat with people from my company, I wouldn't want to sit with these people at all. Someone nearby, noticing Chusa's mood, asked casually, "Shujian is in your Class A, right?" "That means Class A has 8 people now. She must be some high-ranking heiress from Hoa Von Entertainment that I haven't heard of yet." Chusa coldly replied, "Maybe she's only training with Class A for dance practice. I don't know about anything else." "Why do you ask?" The girl suddenly lowered her voice, warning Chusa, "Just remember, you are part of Hoa Von Entertainment." Chusa immediately responded, her voice firm. "I know, but what are you trying to say?" The girl's expression darkened. "Shujian is practicing in Class A. If she gets injured during training, that would be normal, right? After all, Class A's training is extremely intense, and the schedule is packed." Chusa's expression hardened as she slammed her hand on the table. "I will not do something like that." The girl smirked and leaned in closer, her voice dripping with threat. "If you refuse, you should know. My father is an executive at Hoa Van Entertainment. This show is just a stepping stone for me. Whether you make it or not doesn't matter. You're still a contracted artist under Hoa Van. If I want to freeze your career or make you leave, all I need is one word." Faced with the threat, Chusa remained cold and indifferent. "Do as you please." Meanwhile, Shujian was sleeping soundly. A shadow crept into the room. It was Wei Yifan, the girl whom Shujian had embarrassed on stage. As she stepped inside, she saw Shujian still deep in sleep, even mumbling in her dreams. A sinister smile spread across Wei Yifan's face. She's really asleep? Wei Yifan had never let go of her grudge. Slowly, she climbed onto Shujian's bed, her heart burning with resentment. Why does she get everything without even trying? Why does everyone like her? Is it just because of that face? Yes, that perfect face. Even without makeup, it was flawless. A twisted thought entered her mind. She reached into her pocket and pulled out a razor blade she had hidden in advance. If her face were ruined, everything would disappear, wouldn't it? A wicked grin spread across her lips as she raised the blade, ready to slash Shujian's face.